Hey guys, Alex here. Today we're going to talk about a huge discount Study.com is doing 68% off. This discount is so steep that I actually wanted to rush and make a video. This is actually my second video in a 16-hour period, something I haven't done in many months. Usually I do 3 videos a week, Saturday, Monday, and Wednesday. So for me to do 2 videos on back-to-back days, very shortly apart, it just shows you how steep this discount actually is. 68% off brings that cost down from over $200 a month down to $75. So it's a really big discount, and you can finally go do classes that you can't do anywhere else. Data structures and algorithms, which is really hard on WGU. It's really hard on TESU. It's really hard at CSU Global. It's really hard anywhere you do it. And then you have Discrete Math 1. So Discrete Math is a very hard college course. If you ask a lot of computer science students what was their hardest course, a lot of them do actually say discrete math was the toughest. So I would definitely recommend getting those 2 courses done at WGU. And if you're doing the computer science program at TESU or WGU, then you are going to need both of those courses. Also, if you're in the WGU Software Engineering program, whether you're in the regular track or the C# track, you do have to do data structures and algorithm 1. So I definitely recommend getting rid of that over at study.com. Study.com also has a lot of business classes that are really hard, and you can get those out of the way at Study instead of WGU. And courses I definitely recommend doing at Study are International Business, where you cannot do anywhere else, and that gets rid of Global Business at WGU. So that's one of the first classes I ever did on study.com because I read so many nightmares about global business. I don't know if WGU has changed that class at all, but it is a very tough course, and I would definitely avoid it. Another one is Principles of Finance at WGU. It is notorious for being another hard course. I believe this is D076. So instead of taking that at WGU, and also instead of taking Principles of Finance at study.com, I recommend Financial Management 104. So Financial Management Finance 104. So that course at study.com is way easier than both of those courses. I did that course personally, and I flew by it in 2 days. So it's much easier than both of those courses, and WGU will accept that as that course. It'll be the equivalent. Either one of those courses will work, but Finance 104 is way easier. Also, if you're doing a business degree at TESU, that will transfer in as Principles of Finance. So Finance 104, a little cheat code for you guys. Also, some of the harder courses in the computer science program can only be done on study.com if you're looking for an alternative. One is Advanced Data, which is a course I did take on study.com. And this course, I believe it's Computer Science 303 Advanced Data. I would have to double check. But this course would transfer in as Advanced Data on WGU, and it would cover an upper elective that you need at TESU. So any TESU computer science degree plan you see, the study.com database course 303 is always part of it. So that's a very important course. It's a course I did personally take at study.com. It's a pretty intermediate course. The project can be kind of frustrating at times, but it's not the worst thing in the world. And the exam part and the quiz part is really easy. So a very passable course. I will say discrete math was the hardest course I took of any ACE credit course, but my trick on that one was flashcards. As long as you put together flashcards and you just study, try to read the videos. Usually I recommend skipping most of the videos, but when it comes to discrete math, I would just read and watch everything and just try to devour as much information as you possibly can. So like I said, you can get some really important courses out of the way with this discount. And with the computer science degree, with how hard it is, it's very important to try to get some of those harder courses out of the way. Now, if you have financial aid and you want to learn as much as you can and you don't care about, hacking a degree, then obviously you can just do all these courses at WGU or wherever you're attending. But obviously my channel is kind of geared towards hacking your degree and graduating faster, graduating cheaper. So I would definitely, if you want to make things easier for yourself, I would definitely hack data structures and algorithms and discrete math. And data structures and algorithms is definitely something you need for interviews. But if you actually do pay attention to that class on study.com, I wouldn't say it's exactly a college equivalent, but it is like 85% of a college equivalent. Like, it's a pretty good course on study.com, to be honest with you, if you actually don't breeze through the material and take your time with it and just actually digest the material. I feel like with most ACE credit courses, you're not going to do that, because the whole point of ACE credit courses is you're kind of in a rush and you want to graduate fast. But if you are going to pay attention to a couple classes, discrete math and data structures are two of those courses that you might want to spend a couple weeks each on, and see how much you can learn from it. It's not like I said, it's not exactly a college level replacement. So you still might need to learn a little bit of data structures on the side afterwards. But if you do pay attention to that class, I'm confident that your data structure and algorithm knowledge will be pretty good. So you'll know exactly what all the data structures are for the most part. You'll know exactly how they work. You'll have all of that fundamental knowledge. And it will be enough to go into WGU's Data Structures and Algorithm 2 class and try to master that. And I do think actually Discrete Math 1 gives you a good foundation for Discrete Math 2 at WGU. So both courses are pretty good on study.com. I can't say that about every single ACE credit course. I can't say that about every WGU course. I feel like some WGU courses are better than others, and some study.com courses are better than others. But like I said, 68% off. This is only going to be a summer discount. I believe they said it ends on August 30th or 31st. So one of those days. You can get the discount by going in the pinned comment or in the description, and you can get signed up and do whatever courses that you think are tough to make sure you don't have to do them at the college level. So I hope you guys get a head start on this. I hope you guys take advantage of this discount if you need to or want to. If you already have your degree, then obviously maybe not, unless you're working on a second one. Or if you're already attending one of these schools and you don't want to do any more ACE credits, then that all the more power to you. But if you were looking for some kind of assistance, some kind of, like, you want to do some ACE credit courses that were on study, but you thought it was too expensive, and you can't find those courses anywhere else, this is a perfect opportunity for that. So a really good opportunity. Study.com, I believe they put out a memo that they're trying to save students $1 billion in tuition. So, that's pretty crazy. You got to be, that's a really, really awesome thing that they're doing, saving $1 billion for students and putting it back in their pocket. So I'm a big fan of ACE credits. My whole channel started because of ACE credits, and I like study.com a lot. I think graduating fast is great. I think it's the future. I think it's the method that we're all going to lean towards a decade from now, and like we're all early adopters. So I think these ACE credit platforms are going to get bigger and bigger. I think go at your own pace school like WGU and UMPI. Like, I think that is the future of school. I think some schools will be reluctant, but over the course of the next 10 to 30 years, I think you're going to see more and more schools do a self-paced model, to the point even in person is a self-paced model. So that is coming. Everything happens slowly. Adoption happens like really slowly, but I do think it will happen. So, but get on the gold rush while you can. Be first. You can be one of the first ones that did this self-paced schooling and get your WGU, TESU, UMPI, SNHU, CSU Global, like whatever degree you want to do that you hacked with these ACE credits. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want part of that discount, like I said, check in my description. And I'll be covering a couple study.com courses individually, which will be discrete math and data structures. I'll be making separate videos on those. And also I have a couple more TESU videos coming out and a WGU video. So I hope you guys had a great time, and I'll see you soon.